Okay, welcome back to Stream of Consciousness, podcast.com. This is Joel Hotwire Cox, and I am Joey Green Bean Stout. Today we are going to be talking about, Joel, what are we going to be talking about?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. I have an opinion on chicken nuggets.
I do too.
Having children, I have, we do a lot of chicken nuggets. I actually, in my freezer, I just cleaned out my freezer just yesterday. I pulled everything out because I was putting something in, there was no room for it. I pulled literally everything out, put it all on the counter, and put everything back in because my refrigerator fills. My refrigerator and freezer both fill up. And I'm not kidding you, Joel, maybe 6 different things. Like my refrigerator, if you open it up, you go, there's no room for anything in here. But what's in there? Yogurt, milk, cheese, deli meat, salad mix, and
Chicken nuggets.
no, the freezer has chicken nuggets. The freezer has chicken nuggets, frozen bananas. For some reason, I have more frozen bananas than any human being should have. And I have frozen fruits. And sausage patties. I have sausage patties. But chicken nuggets, there are dinosaur chicken nuggets, the regular, normal, I guess, nugget chicken nuggets, and then there's like the real meat chicken patty nuggets as well. So we have 3 different kinds of chicken nuggets because I like the white meat, like the real meat chicken nuggets, and they're a little more expensive, but I like those ones, whereas the kids, and also those are uncooked, so you have to cook them, they take longer, but the kids like the nuggets that you could just throw in the microwave and boom. And the baby, she's 3, the youngest one, she only will eat dinosaur chicken nuggets. But fun fact, she won't even eat dinosaur chicken nuggets. She will cry and scream until you give her dinosaur chicken nuggets, and then she will eat the head off of all 5 of the ones you make for her and not eat anything else of it. She wants 1 bite out of each. There's my chicken nuggets. So I'm sorry, where were you going with chicken nuggets?
So, about a month ago, well, I can't use time because it's a podcast, but there's a podcast I listen to named Justin Robert Young. He did a game called The Contender last year, 2 years ago.
Okay.
It's a political card game where they have debate questions and they have paraphrased quotes from famous presidents of quotes that they've said during debates or during their term. So, like, one of the debate questions could be, how do you feel about global warming? And then whatever crazy quotes he's found in the past, like, a couple hundred years from presidents could be a quote that you could use for your argument.
Okay.
So you make your arguments based on these quotes.
And they give you the quotes? Or do you have to, like, know quotes?
The quotes are on the cards.
Oh, okay.
You've got debate cards and you've got quote cards. So everyone gets 7 cards, and you can use 1 to 3 cards to play your argument.
Okay.
So, like, I don't want to run it offhand. Actually, I'm going to go get the cards.
Okay.
You fill some time.
I'll keep talking about chicken nuggets and card games. So we have, alright, so, but actually I need to clean out my refrigerator too, but we honestly do. We have just yogurt, we have milk, we have a handful of like just the basic things, and there's never any room inside my freezer, but I like to do this thing where I pre-make a lot of foods. I make like all out big honkin' course meals, not course meals, but I make like major meals, and then I take all the leftovers and I portion them out and I try to freeze them. But I never have any room inside my freezer because we have to buy everything we buy like Costco-sized bags of broccoli and the frozen fruits we have. I'm not even kidding you, there's a bag probably the size of your head of blueberries, and there's one of strawberries, and there's one of mango, and it eats up at least half of my freezer. Why do you deep freeze? Because I have no room in my place. Mm. If I had like my own home, because we rent and it's a townhome and there's no basement, no attic, so it's not even technically a townhome. No garage, no basement.
I have deep freeze because I buy in bulk. Right. I haven't for the past few months because I haven't renewed my Sam's Club, which I'm going to do next week because I made a lot of money this weekend fixing computers. So yay!
Nice.
But anyway, I love deep freeze. I also like making food in bulk, but I've been lazy lately because it's been summer and I've been at the project to work on. But back to this is all going to pay off in the end. So, here's the topic, the economy. The question says, candidate, while the economy has grown, real unemployment numbers remain at record heights. Do you believe this economy is built for all Americans? Or have Wall Street and Silicon Valley combined to leave Main Street in a ditch?
Well, super boring, okay.
Yeah, so that's the question. So everyone's got all these cards. So I'm going to pick the first 3 cards that I picked out of the deck. So my argument would be, the quote is, stop playing politics with blank. So I would say stop playing politics with the economy. Or I would say I'm a lover, not a fighter. We can't fix what's bad about the economy with what's good about the economy. So there's all these quotes that actually have the actual quote at the bottom, but they're paraphrased to make them funnier.
Okay.
And that's how you answer it.
This is like
It's like Cards Against Humanity.
Yes.
But not. It's kind of like highbrow humor, I like to call it. So anyway, this guy made this game like 2 years ago, sold a bunch of copies, and I love this game. I break it anytime I can. It's either a love or hate relationship with this game, and that's fine.
So if you're intellectual, then go and buy a game called The Contender.
Yeah. Well, he has a new game coming out now called Action News,
Okay.
which is a similar concept where there's a news anchor. Everyone's a news anchor, and the director gives you a topic, and you have to pick from the cards on the deck, on the pile, to build your story. Similar to that, only based on news. So about a month ago, well,
You know what game I find fun? Crazy Eights.
that is a good game.
That's about as highbrow as I
I'm
get.
pretty good at good Phase 10.
Phase 10?
Mm-hmm.
What is Phase 10?
It's another card game where there's 10 different phases. So each round you have to complete a phase. If you complete that phase, you go to the next round. First person to beat Phase 10 wins the game.
I don't know if you ever heard of this game. It's actually a lot of fun. It's called Go Fish.
That's also another good one. So anyway, a month before the game came...
You totally don't even care that I'm talking.
No, I care.
You're like, your games are stupid.
No, your games are fun. It's just...
You don't have to humor me.
I'm not...
Tell your story.
Okay, how often do I humor you?
No, never. Never, ever, ever.
Thank you.
Ever, ever.
Thank you. As for the audio listeners who know me, no, I don't humor people.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What were you saying about something other than
Oh,
that?
yeah. So he did a Kickstarter for his game Action News. So a month before the game comes out, he has a thing called the Friday Hype Train. He gets on Twitch, and for 3 hours, he plays the game Hearthstone, and he answers the phone and talks to people. So during his Hype Train podcast, he decided he was going to tell everybody, here's what you need to do. Take $30, put it underneath your mattress, and on June 30th, buy Action News on Kickstarter. Everyone started messing with him on the feed. So I take $30, I put it under my thing, and then you'll come and give me chicken nuggets? It became a whole thing, this entire episode. So they kept harassing him with chicken nuggets. People call in, yeah, so how do you feel about chicken nuggets and this Action News thing? Or they called Action News. And like they kept messing with him. And like I couldn't tell if he was going with it or if he was actually upset.
Right.
But it was hilarious. And it ended up with him ordering $3 of the chicken nuggets off of, I forget what the name of the service was. It was like kind of like that Uber Eats or whatever.
Okay.
So he had $30 worth of chicken nuggets delivered to his house, and he ate them on air to shut the people up about chicken nuggets.
So I heard about this Uber Eats, like, 'cause I don't want to interrupt your thing, but like, I want to get back to after you're done telling your story. I want to talk about this Uber Eats. So go ahead and finish your.
So for the month of June, I've been thinking about chicken nuggets every time I drive by a restaurant.
June is National Chicken Nugget Month.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No.
Who's making up these rules?
Oh, actually, there's a website.
Let's all email our congressman and tell him insist that we turn June into National Chicken Nugget Month.
We could try to do that.
I'm gonna get on the phone with Trump right now. I bet he'll answer.
So
He'll take a call.
my
from
first experience, I was like, I've always loved when you chicken nuggets. They are my favorite. You spend $1, you get 5. Life is great. So a few weeks ago, I went to visit my buddy Stan. Stan moved out by Sharon, PA. So I drove up to about an hour and a half drive. I was gonna stop sooner, but I didn't find one. I found a Wendy's. I got a Baconator and apparently you can only order 4 or 6 chicken nuggets.
Okay.
It's more than $1 now. This is crap. So I'm driving my car. I'm like, finally got my chicken nuggets. Should I harass Justin and take a picture and send it to him? No, I'm going to be a better person. So I opened up my chicken nuggets. I dunked my nugget. I ate my nugget. I'm like, these don't taste that good. I remember them being better. So I was all upset the entire ride because my chicken nuggets weren't expected. I'm like, you know what? I should try Burger King's chicken nuggets. So I went to Burger King. Ordered some chicken nuggets. They were a little
You've
better.
already eaten a Baconator in 6
No,
nuggets.
this is weeks later.
Oh, okay.
So I tried Burger King nuggets. They were better. So then about a week ago, I was picking up food because we were running someplace, and I got chicken nuggets again. They were okay. So then finally, for note, I have hated McDonald's chicken nuggets for years. I never ate them that often. But around, I think it was like 2000, 2001, I was up in Cranberry. My buddy Scott went with me because we had to get my car serviced. And we just ran around Cranberry while they were fixing my car, like see how far we could get on foot. Things we used to do when we were in high school. We didn't have a car. So we got chicken nuggets for lunch. And I bit into one. It didn't taste that great. And I made the biggest mistake in my life. I looked inside the chicken nugget.
Oh.
It was brown. Like, it wasn't like light white meat. It was like dark meat. And I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of dark meat.
Well, they've changed their chicken nuggets.
I know. So, for the longest time, like, I'm never eating McDonald's chicken nuggets. They make me sick. Screw it. Like, and I swore off McDonald's for a while because I got food poisoning there once. I was like, I'm done, never again. Tara convinced me to give it a try. So, I did it. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't too bad. So, I still didn't touch chicken nuggets until yesterday. I said, you know what? I gotta finish the trifecta. I gotta get a report. This is from Conscious Podcast to you listeners. They need to know this. The information has to get out here. So I got the McDonald's chicken nuggets. I got a 4-piece. They forgot my sauce, which kind of ticked me off because they asked me what sauce I wanted, and they didn't give me any sauce.
What sauce would you like us to not put in the bag for you today, sir?
And you know the story. You were there for the story. I'm going to tell listeners my apple pie story for McDonald's. It was 2 a.m. in college. Went to the drive-in. Ordered all this food for everybody else.
Drive-through.
Drive-through. I ordered an apple pie. The person says, "Sir, would you like 2 apple pies?" I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I would.
That's good salesmanship, sir.
Pause. I'm sorry, sir. We don't have any apple pies left.
Then make it 3.
How that place is still standing, I do not know. Because I was so livid. I can't remember what happened the next 5 minutes of my life after that.
All blacked out, woke up in a puddle of other people's blood.
So.
And cherry pie.
So finally, I had the nuggets. They were okay. I've come to the conclusion, chicken nuggets aren't what they used to be.
No. Well, and I think a lot of it is the whole health movement that kind of went, like, along with the movie Super Size Me, where I can't remember that guy's name, but he did this video of he ate nothing but McDonald's for 30 days straight, and it really was kind of eye-opening for just some guy with a video camera really doing this on his own. He did this documentary that really exploded and became widely known. Like, and I don't watch documentaries, and I've seen this. So that, and I don't want to say that he single-handedly changed the mentality of fast food, but he hugely kicked it in the pants.
He did, because he actually showed stuff people didn't normally think about.
Yeah.
And he showed a bunch of different aspects.
And unfortunately, the documentary now is outdated, and it doesn't even really hold true for the most part, because they changed so much of it.
Yeah.
Because of that, they changed the way they do their nuggets. It's no longer that processed, bleached, pink protein type-esque meat. It is now
the other thing is
legitimate meat.
The other thing was, they actually, years ago, I read an article where there were trace amounts of butane in the chicken nuggets.
Okay. I believe there was bleach, there was all kinds of stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
They were putting all kinds of chemicals and processing it to get rid of, to kill out the color and kill out the bacteria and such that were in it. And they were destroying everything in it so that they could literally use every part of the chicken to feed to you as the consumer.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've eaten a lot of fast food, more than usual, probably above average in the past couple of years. I'm making myself get back into cooking more because I'm actually saving more money. Because it was funny for a while.
Before you go on this health kick here, though, I gotta ask, because we need to tell the audience.
Kick.
Okay,
I'm still eating garbage food. Okay. I'm just making it myself.
But just different garbage food. We have to give our consumer report here now. So what is the Joel Cox, Joel Hotwire Cox level of hierarchy for chicken nuggets? Who out of the fast food industry has the best chicken nuggets?
Now, before I did the study, it used to be Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's.
Okay.
And now, I want to say, the problem is I didn't have the sauce from McDonald's, so I can't give anything about the sauces.
Okay.
But with a naked nugget, I'll have to give it
Which is the most honest of the opinions.
Yes. I'll have to give
nothing is more truthful than naked.
I'll have to give it to McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's.
So your whole order flip-flop there.
Yeah.
Congratulations, the new winner is McDonald. 2017 Joel Cox Award for Best Chicken Nugget goes to McDonald.
Now I didn't do Chick-fil-A. I didn't do any of the other crazy places that sell chicken. I just went with the major three.
So, do you think maybe in a couple more episodes you'll check back with us and have a more detailed list?
Maybe.
Right.
If the audience is interested.
If we hear from you, if you comment
Or text me or Facebook message me.
no, text them. No, I want this to be universally known. It's got to be either on YouTube or Facebook. It has to be somewhere where other audience can see it.
Then we'll never get
I want people to start. We need to train them now, Joel. It's like having a puppy. If you don't do it while they're little, you'll never learn.
Okay.
All right. So now you're eating healthier, or you're eating less garbage stuff.
I mean garbage stuff that I make at home now.
You're eating your own garbage instead.
And it's funny because like I've been lazy for lunch for the past 2 months. You were with me the one time. I bought a can of Prego. I bought some rotini noodles. And I had a pound of ground meat, seasoned salt, celery salt, black pepper, spiced up a little bit. Lunch of the week. Voila.
That doesn't sound bad.
Done that for 2 months now. Pretty much. Off and on. Now, on Wednesdays, we have what's called Food Truck Wednesdays at work. Because from the month of May till September, food trucks come on Wednesdays. So I've got 1 day a week that I don't have to eat pasta and meat sauce.
I need to cut back on the pastas again. I've been like pasta central lately. And I cut out the carbs for a long time. Like I wasn't doing carbs. Last year, when we went to Vegas, I was probably the thinnest I've been for a long time. And
Well, I'm not the fattest I've been. Facebook has actually shone a light on something. 9 years ago, I was in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. And there are pictures of me on the beach, under my umbrella, sitting in my chair, listening to my podcasts. And guess who's not there right now? I'll give you a hint.
You don't even need to tell them what that is. I'm pretty certain everybody knows what that sound is.
Yep.
We've all made that noise.
So, I think I'm going to try and kick it up a little notch. Because not getting any younger.
No, but we are getting bigger.
Yeah. But yeah, but the nuggets, I remember nuggets being like a magical thing. Like sometimes nuggets were like a side.
I feel like it's one of those things that for me it was like as a kid you were like chicken nugget day was like that was the best day. Like when you got chicken nuggets you were like yes.
Chicken nuggets and tater tots?
Yes.
That was like the end all be all.
As an adult, I don't want a chicken nugget again. I'm done with chicken nuggets.
You know what's funny? When I lived in my previous...
Now chicken tenders are different.
Yes,
Breaded tenders are not nuggets.
Exactly. Nuggets have their place. And for the longest time, that's the other thing I need to do is figure out who makes the best frozen nugget. Because one of my go-to meals, and I lived with my ex-roommate, he had a convection
oven.
A convection toaster oven.
Yeah, okay.
So what I'd do, take my bacon sheet, cut it in half, I put nuggets on one side, or tenders, and tater tots or french fries on the other. Pop that in there for 25 minutes, warm around, do my thing, come back, meal. Easiest meal in the world!
Yeah.
But if you have crappy nuggets or crappy tenders, that meal goes straight to hell.
Well, you put enough ketchup on anything and it's fantastic.
But I don't like drowning my food in ketchup.
See, I'm bad with that.
I don't eat ketchup, I want to eat ketchup.
I go through phases where I'm one of the few people you will ever see eat a hot dog in a bun with nothing on it. I eat it like I know, I'm the weirdo there.
Now who's the weirdo?
But not all the time. I go through phases where I'll do that. Like when I'm trying to improve my health situation
By eating a hot dog.
Well, I'm never giving up.
The little bit of ketchup and mustard is what's making you.
It's those little things that I cut out that make and it's not that. Like I will, like a hot dog will be. I don't want to say it's like a special treat. Like it's not like I have yay hot dog day or anything. But like I will, because I don't really diet. Like I don't cut out everything. Like I cut back on carbs. I don't cut out carbs. You'll never see me give up pasta. You'll never see me stop eating bread. Like that's just like that's a staple in my diet. I will never have 6-pack abs, fine, but I will also never go, man, I really wish I got some spaghetti, but I can't. I eat it because I want it and I like it. But there's a lot of little things like I will, when I do start eating healthier, and I usually do it over the summer, but I've been really bad this summer. I cut out cheeses, I cut way back on carbs, and I cut out processed meats. And I just eat fruits, vegetables. I will still eat meats, but I only eat like straight meats, not like chicken nuggets.
Whoa.
White meats are fine.
So if the meat was gay, you wouldn't eat it?
Not only a gay meat. That's a year-round resolution for me. I know there's a lot of talking behind the doors and whatnot, but no, it's. I know I went to school for theater and all, but no gay meets for me.
That's a shame.
I know. No, it's no transgender brunches for me either. No, what was it? Was it a trans? What was your brunch you went to?
Drag queen.
Drag queen brunch. No drag queen brunches.
But
Not that I won't go, and I'm kind of curious now. I want to go. I also want to do the furry convention. I need to make a list of all these weird things that I want to do.
yeah, I mean, my problem is ever since I had my wisdom yanked, just wisdom teeth yanked, after I graduated high school, the whole drinking like Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, Hawaiian Punch, all that stuff. Well, actually, Hawaiian Punch was a staple for me in college.
Yes,
but like
it was, yeah.
juices, I love juices, but like drinking like Coke and Pepsi all the time, that wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I'm not a. We call it pop around here. I don't care what our listeners call it. You can call it soda if you want.
So I drink a lot of water, and can't really cut stuff out if you don't drink it from originally.
Yeah,
So I think I just gotta get more exercise.
we gotta talk to our friend Jonesy.
Yeah.
Jonesy's good. I bet you he could set you up on a really good meal plan that would
Yeah,
that you probably hate for the first couple weeks, but then you'd
Yeah.
be skinny.
but I also realized
Nothing tastes better than being thin.
that's not true. A nice big porterhouse steak with French fries on the side and A1 sauce smothering that steak. Boy.
Who said that? That was like some supermodel quoted that. Nothing tastes better than being thin or being skinny or something, whatever it was. I don't remember the quote, but there was a.
But what I was trying to get to, because stream of consciousness keeps going. We just roll punches.
Right. We never actually get to a point ever. We just
No.
start a conversation
And see
and
where
then
it
we
goes.
spider web off into another
Mhm.
conversation.
But like, I'm not about the whole like healthy lifestyle because I have a theory. I'm no doctor. I've no like done anything, but like based on what I've seen from like different lifestyle, your body adapts or your body is used to a certain thing. Therefore, what will kill one person won't kill another. Like, for example, we talked about my diet in college. You guys
Yeah.
were ready to kill yourself. Me, I was like, yeah, just another day.
Yeah, you used to eat like the worst food, and you were skinny as a rail. Like you had abs and stuff in college.
Yeah.
And you ate horribly.
Mm-hmm.
And then our good friend Dan and I decided we were going to start eating like that, and then we almost had a heart attack at 21 years old. I don't think we were that old even.
I think the thing of what it was is I did a lot of manual labor, helping my dad around the house, and like I did a lot of stuff. In the past 5-6 years, I just don't do as much stuff anymore. Like I've been helping my parents this summer cut grass. So like I strap on the headphones, I strap on the face shield. Have I told the face shield story? Why?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
So I
don't really listen to you when you talk.
yeah, probably not. I was probably in high school. I finally got promoted to weed whacker. I used to, you know those things that looks like a golf club, but there's like a blade on the end? Like a sickle?
Yeah, sickle, right, yeah.
Sickle, sorry.
Like death carries around.
Yeah. I used to use that to cut the grass because my dad would cut all the stuff with the riding lawnmower, and whatever wasn't, I had to take care of with the sickle and the other crap. It took forever, and I hated it. And finally, I got upgraded to weed whacker. Had to be very careful with the weed whacker because it threw stones and crap. So every place I was cutting either had rocks, stones, dog crap. So the one time I was on the hillside, I had the face shield down, and I'm listening to my music, I'm cutting the grass, I'm cutting. This dog turd hits the face shield right square in my face. And I'm standing there thinking, if I wasn't wearing this face shield, I'd have dog crap in my face right now.
Dog poo in the face, yeah. Oh, that's...
And I've never cut the grass without a face shield because of that one day. That one defining moment. I bought face shields because someone got too dinged up from all the rocks and crap. I'm never gonna dog turd in the face, but if it ever happens again, I'm not getting in my face.
Never will happen again.
No.
No.
So like I realized doing all that manual labor and stuff for my dad is probably what kept me like doing all that crap. And I used to mountain bike and rock climb and all that stuff. And now I just don't have the time anymore because I'm actually a real adult. It's like paying bills and being tired.
I'm thinking about going on the binge and purge. I feel like that's a lifestyle.
It's a waste of money. You eat the food and it comes back up. And like,
it's bad for your teeth.
if it comes out the butt, then you got your money's worth. If it comes out the mouth, you lost your money.
I feel like I should be against that logic, but you make a really good point. Well, after turds and what does or does not come in and out of my butt, let's change the subject.
Yes. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, it's not about being healthier per se. It's about doing stuff to keep yourself. They talk about that work-life balance.
Motivation makes a big difference.
They talk about that work-life balance crap, which is hard to do whenever, life comes at you fast. Actually, one of my favorite things, I don't know where this meme started, but it happens a lot of, this is on the internet, it's blown up. It's that whole, like, where some kind of situation happens, there's a record scratch, the guy goes, "You probably wonder how I got here." And that's how I feel sometimes. I was like, I read all the work-life balance. Because, you work 8 hours a day, you do this, and then, like, next thing, like, well, you have to do 8 hours with your family, this and that, and, like, if you have a balance of life and work, everything's great. Not true.
Well, everything in moderation.
I work 8 hours a day. I can't do 8 hours of fun, because then so I got 8 hours of sleep. Like, I got stuff to do.
But fun, I feel like, and it's a weighted scale. Like, it's not necessarily a minute to minute. Mm-hmm. It's a benefit to benefit. Like like exercise and working out, you wouldn't do that for 8 hours a day. No. That's absurd.
But here's the thing: some people, they want to work out 8 hours a day because they want to lose all that weight. And they'll go to the gym and they'll do spin class. They don't go anywhere. I like mountain biking because I'll bike 15 miles. I'll look around like, I'm nowhere near home. I gotta bike 15 miles back to get home. Right. That's motivation. Me being on a stationary bike for an hour and a half does nothing for me.
I like to go for runs a lot. Like, that's been my big thing. Is I don't bike as much as I used to, but I jog. And I used to jog a lot, but I really haven't even got out so much.
See, I don't believe in jogging.
I love jogging, but here's why. It's not even a matter of the jogging. For me, I get there, I do a little stretch, I put on my headphones, I turn on either Pandora or, I love Pandora, or I have the music saved on my phone.
You don't listen to Street Crosses podcast while you run?
I do. I have actually listened to our podcast, but I listen to them. I like to listen to them whenever I can stop and take notes and stuff like that, and kind of send you something like, hey, put this part in a commercial or things like that. I like to listen to those. And the other thing is, I kind of zone out. Like, I get in my own mind, so I'm not always listening. So if I listen to our podcast while I run, I'm really not paying attention. And I like listening to our podcast. I listen to it to listen to it. I could listen to it while I run, but because I'm invested in it, I don't.
See, for me, I found that whenever I'm doing physical stuff, my brain's kind of like, okay, I'm bored. I know what they're doing. Cutting the tree down, cutting this weed down. Like, that stuff's in the background. In the foreground, I'm like, I gotta do something. Let's listen to podcasts. Let's do this. Let's do that. So for me, I like grabbing a podcast. Like back in 2005, when I used to do the North Park a lot with my bike, and I do laps around the lake. It was a 5-mile lap to do one lap.
That's a beautiful area too.
Yeah,
North Park.
So what I would do is I'd get on my bike. I remember the one day I was listening to my podcast. It was like a 3-hour podcast or something. I rode around that lake like 8 times and didn't stop. I'm like, wow.
Because you zone out.
Yeah. See,
my mind wanders whenever I run too, but then I don't pay attention to what's like. If I'm listening, because I listen to my music, but I couldn't tell you if you stop me at any point. Like, if I'm running, and occasionally I run into people that I know on the trail a lot, whether it's somebody that I knew from working in the restaurant or just like a friend, or if it might just be somebody that I see often on the trail, and I'll stop sometimes and just say hello to someone. But if you stop me, if you're ever on the trail and you see me and you stop me and I take my headphones out, I probably couldn't tell you the song I'm listening to or the last 2 songs that I listened to. Like, because my mind is just in a different place. I kind of zone out on it. So that's just how I am. Like, it's just more meditative for me than anything else. So
yeah.
But I think in partly it comes with age too.
Yeah.
Like, I can listen to, like, I listen to talk radio now. Whenever I was younger, I never would have thought to put on. I hated talk radio. Like, that was the stupidest thing.
I still
like, why not listen to music?
I don't like talk radio because they don't talk about stuff I want to listen to, which is why I have my podcasts.
Podcast is the new talk radio.
I got my tech podcast. I got my comedy podcasts. It's funny, like, during the day, like, I've got a news one I listen to that Just Robert Young does the politics. And he does all the crazy stuff about the politics. He doesn't do the serious stuff. But I've already talked about this before. He does a thing called the pole dance, where he takes a poll that's done about something political, and the way he always does, he does a segue. He goes, it's been a long week. I think we should unwind, go down to the club. I think it's time for. He starts playing. It's a song. I forget the name of the song, but like he starts doing like a strip club announcement. Like it's time for
Pour some sugar on me.
dance.
He's like orange cherry pie.
So it's like we're doing like the Alaska like Eskimo who's the best political candidate guy poll from 2017 done by so and so. And come to the stage, you got Ugmug with 55%, and like he
does it like he's doing it
like a stripper, and it's hilarious.
It's awesome.
But speaking of getting older, I've noticed throughout the years that I'm starting to get a bald spot.
You said this to me before too, and I do not see a bald spot
because
on
I
you,
shave my head now.
Okay, well I shave my head, and you can still clearly see my bald spot.
Well, the thing is, years ago, I was for some reason for Halloween, someone told me to get an afro for a costume. So I'm like, okay, screw it, let's give this a try. I started growing it. I thought to the top of my head, I'm like, why is this thinner than the? Oh crap! So I started shaving my head more. So every time it used to be, anytime I felt the bald spot, I'd shave my head. And Terry used to hate it. She'd go, why are you shaving your head? I'm like, I can feel the bald spot. It's gone. Because if it's when it's this short, I can't feel it.
Right.
No one sees it. I'm happy.
No, and I could not, like you said this before, and I was like, because here's what, I was going, my hair started getting thin probably about 10 years ago, and just a little bit.
How long did you meet Sarah?
How long what?
How long did you meet Sarah?
Oh, I had hair back then. That's the only reason she was with me. If I was bald, she
never would.
How old is Bailey? He's 13.
How old is Brianna?
She's 10.
There we go.
That's what it is. It was right after she was born whenever I first started noticing I was
Joe's first daughter.
And it kind of like, it thinned out a little bit, and I was like, because my dad didn't really grow up with my dad, didn't know him well, but like I've met him, and before he passed away, he was bald, like no hair on top. Mm-hmm. My younger brother was actually bald long before I was. Like he was bald, he was thinning out really bad in high school. My older brother, not a whole lot of hair on top, very little hair. But I held onto mine longer than they did. But now, like, it clearly I'm not going bald. I've gone bald. Like at a certain point, you stop saying, "Oh, you're going there." No, I'm not going there. I'm not on my way to bald. It's not like I'm driving to California. I'm in California. My hair is gone.
I noticed it because I don't know. I touch my head a lot, and I can feel the difference. And Tara never like, unless you point it out, I don't see it. I'm like, take a picture, I want to see it. So now I'm to the point now where I'm like, screw it, because it's gotten to the point where like if I shave my head, I can kind of see where it's thinning. Like
I can't see it on you.
Because
I don't see it at all.
Because you're not looking.
I thought you were when you started saying that you were getting thin. I thought you were saying it like because I said something about me going bald or me getting thin or made a joke about it because I don't even care at this point.
Yeah.
Like I'm just totally comfortable with it. It's I pointed out to people, and sometimes you get like somebody older, or if I'm talking to someone and I'll go, "Oh yeah, I'm going bald," and they're like, "You're not going bald," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not getting taller than my hair. Like I am. I'm going bald. That's exactly what's happening. This is not. There's no question or doubt about it. I'm bald. I'm bald now." Well, but whenever I said it to you, you said like you were, and I'm like, at first I thought you were just like saying it trying to be polite, which is really not like you with me. So that was confusing, and I'm like, I thought maybe you were just like being nice or trying to make me feel like misery loves company or something.
Oh come on, Joe, we know better than that.
No, I know it was really weird. I was like, is Joel being nice to me? So, but no, I still don't see it.
You might have cancer. Maybe I should see what's going on.
But no, I don't see it on you though. I don't see it at all. And here's the thing too: as a black man, you're allowed to shave your head. You're allowed to go bald, and nobody notices. Nobody bats an eyelash because, like, just as a bald guy who shaves his head is just a bald guy. It's just a black guy. I mean, but a white guy.
It depends on how you shave it.
Like when I shave my head, like it's noticeable. You don't see like white guys have hair. Like you look around, that's one of those things. And even if you talk to women that are like what they love about their man, they go, "Oh, I love to run my fingers through their hair" or something. I'm like, never gonna happen unless you want to touch my chest hair or something. You can run your fingers through my butt hair at most, ladies. Well, that's all you get.
I've probably talked about haircuts before, but like when I was a kid, my dad always did my hair, and it'd take half hour, 45 minutes. He'd shave my head, and we had little jokes every now and then. Like I remember the one time I was sitting there, he shaved my head. The little clip thing to adjust the height fell off. And
You nipped it.
yeah. So they shaved me all the way down. And it never bothered me. And, like, the running joke was, don't move too much or cut your ear off. Because, like, I'd squirm a lot. He's like, you can't do that. I might clip you. And, like,
Yeah.
doing the back of that was true. So I learned how not to do that. But then, like, I'd keep an eye on the clippers. I'm like, he's like, what are you watching for? I'm like, make sure you don't shave me bald again. But, like, so that was, whatever. So I got to college. My dad's like, you need to start going to a barber. So he found this barber. I forget where it was. And, the guy gave me what was called a triple fade or something. It was.
Did you have a box cut?
No.
Did you have like a kid and play
No.
box? You would look so good with a kid and play box.
Well, not now because there'll be a little divot in there. But the way it was like they faded into three different.
It would look like a salad bowl.
Yeah. It'd be like three different
Mine would be a
layers.
bird's nest.
It was like three different layers on the side, and there the top was one length. And it got to the point where like my dad kept complaining about the haircut, so I found another barber. And then there was a time when I just go by myself, and I come back that Saturday morning. He's like, "That was a horrible haircut." I'm paying like $12 a haircut. I'm like, "Why am I wasting my money? I'll just do it myself." So I'd shave it down, but I always use like the 1/8 inch. I'd shave it down. I did it like once every other month or once a month, whatever. And I'd shave it down. And I kept teasing my mom, like, I'm gonna shave my head bald like Samuel Jackson. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So then one summer I was working.
Tired of this. Snakes on this plane.
So then one day I was working like for UPMC and IBM doing a 3 to 11. So I cut grass that day, and I went to shave my head. And stupid me, sweat and wet hair does not cut well, and I ended up shaving it all the way down. Like, I kind of like this. It's a lot easier. I don't have to keep putting the blade and stuff down. So I just started shaving it down that far. And then every now and then I'd get, are you in the military? I'm like, no, why would I be in the military?
I get that. No, well, and I've let my beard grow in now,
Yeah.
but I don't usually. I never.
Yeah.
Carry
I
a
used to
beard
shave
ever.
everything off.
Since I started shaving my head, I never kept hair on my face. Very little, maybe a little bit of stubble. And I just have that look about me.
Yeah, I used to too.
Where like people all the time go, "Are you in the military?" And I'm like, "No." And I signed up for the Marine Corps and I got booted out really quick. So especially if I'm around anybody who's ever been in the military, I don't even tell them the story about I had flat feet and they kicked me out. It's all pre 9/11 and everything. I don't even get into that because it's just embarrassing. And if you go, "Well, I was kind of a Marine, but I'm not," no, I was never a Marine. I was never ever a Marine. I was a wussy with flat feet who got denied to be a Marine. Is what I was.
You're basically Chris Evans.
Yeah, there was zero Marine for me, no military, but I have that look just in my face and and then just like the way that I guess I present myself, and then with having the shaved head and usually the clean face.
So
people always ask me if I'm either a cop or if I'm in the Marine Corps. I get it more than I don't know if everybody just gets that or if it's me, but like I get it a lot.
I used to get it every now and then, but especially my one friend, because he was in the reserves and he was in Johnstown. So everyone there was like, "Oh, you're the Marines, you're in this, you're in that." I'm like, "No, just I like to shave my head."
No, just
a couple elderly women, when I used to do computer repair all the time, I used to go to people's houses and it's like, "Oh, you're a really handsome young man." Every time my head was shaved, it was hilarious. But yeah, I used to not carry a beard because that was a lot of work. So now usually I leave, like, I remember the November, it's called November. It's
No Shave November?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, the school they had a contest who could go with long without shaving. Here's a trick. I've got the Sidney Crosby disease. In other words, this usually doesn't grow that much. So at a certain point, my beard just stops. It doesn't look that great. So I was like, I can do this. And I never shaved it for a month and a half. I'm like, I win. But whatever. So then...
Now, how often do you shave your head?
Well, now I do it every Saturday morning.
You do it once a week, that's it?
I do it once a week.
I have to do mine at least twice, sometimes 3 times a week, or else it looks absurd.
So what I also did, the way my beard is, I'm actually put a picture in the... I'm actually make my mug the
screenshot for our show?
Yeah.
All right.
For this episode. But I started shaving in this beard thing for like the past month and a half. And it's funny, I've been getting different comments like, "Oh, I like that." I'm like, okay. So I've been keeping it. And I just did a job this morning, and that's why we're taping a little bit later. The lady I haven't seen her for a month, she goes, "I really like that beard thing you're doing."
I get a lot of compliments on because now I'm doing that whole and it's a little loose on the top now, but not much. But I shave the whole head, not and I don't ever shave. I never shave. I take the buzzers and I do like a really close.
That's what I do.
I crop cut. I don't like taking a razor across my any.
No,
part.
I don't.
Do that. I don't even use razors.
No,
anymore.
I don't either.
But I crop cut the top. And then I will take a razor to like shave my face. I used to whenever I had a job that I needed to, but I don't anymore. But now that I'm leaving like the beard, I buzz and clean up the neck area because you don't want to have a neck beard because that's just a little too podunk dip chewing NRA for me. But I trim up underneath the neck and I kind of like tighten up the chin strap so that it's not big and bushy too far up and everything. I try to keep it, big bushy beard, no big bushy beard for me.
I was actually quoting Hot Fuzz.
No rusky beard on this one. So I try to like blend it all in. But and I get a lot of compliments on the way it looks. And even like I look at it and I kind of like the way it looks, but it doesn't feel right on me sometimes. Like I usually go, this is the longest I've had it, but typically like every other week or so I'll look at it and I'll go, that's not me. Like I look in the mirror and I go, I don't recognize that guy. It doesn't feel like my personality. I'm too goofy and too corny to be like. It makes me kind of almost look. I don't want to say tough because I really don't pull off tough. Nobody's looking at me and going, oh, I don't want to run into that guy in a dark alley. But like it kind of makes me look like a little more serious or more mature, or more macho or something. Or at least that gives me that impression that that's what I'm going for. And I'm so not that guy.
Well, it's funny because like now that I have the way this beard is, like I've got this part where I can actually play with, and I'll catch myself sitting there like the day going
play with your beard all day long.
Yeah, and like it's funny because like I've got ADD, so like I'll sit there and I'll just see how long before I get bored of this.
That's your fidget spinner.
Yeah,
your beard is your fidget spinner.
Yeah. But lately I've been shaving the mustache and under the lip, and just trying to like shape the beard thing a little bit. And like I'm sitting there thinking, there's gotta be a way for me to make like a line thing, so I can like set this kind of contraction thing up, look in the mirror, and then shave it so that it's all.
So you have like a system to keep it even, so you're not like you don't have one side. You don't have one side higher than the other.
Because I feel like every time I shave, this one side is higher than the other. I do my best.
Right.
But the thing is,
when you keep yours thin, I have to keep mine thicker because if and my neck is getting so much fatter now. Like I used to have a jawline that I could follow, but now there's no jawline. So if I don't,
I should probably do.
Yeah, if I don't follow that exactly, like now I'm getting like chubby neck. So if I try to follow the jawline, like one side I might think my jawline's lower than the other side, so that I kind of always look like I'm cockeyed or I'm crooked, like I'm leaning one way or the other.
So I try to make sure I don't look at people direct on. I try and look at from one side to the other, because in that way they can't tell if it's uneven.
Did you ever shave one side of one way and forget, or like in college one time I started shaving, I got halfway through shaving my mustache. Like I shaved my whole face, but I got to the mustache part of it, and I shaved like my upper lip on like the right side, but not the left side. And I just walked away. Like I must have got distracted. Something shiny must have happened. I think like a hot girl was walking down the hallway, and I kind of like hurried up and quit shaving so I could go check out and see who she was and what was going on. And I stuck my head out, and then I just like walked out of it, and I went to classes all day, and then I had a rehearsal for a play that I was in, so I spent the whole day not shaved. And I said something to one of the dudes that I was in theater with, Brad. And I said, because I knew it. As soon as I walked away, as soon as I went to class, I was like, oh no, I could feel it. And so I went through a couple more of my classes, and then I was like, I couldn't wait to get back home or get back to the dorms. And I saw Brad in the theater, and he's like, listen, dude, I got you covered. Don't worry. I'm just going to tell everybody you got really high halfway through the shaving. He did. I think he really told people that.
That is awesome.
So thank you, Brad Sampe, for saving my reputation back in college.
But yeah, it's funny. My one job, I every time I shave my head or I do a haircut, oh, you got a haircut. And ever since I left that job, no one seems to notice when I cut my hair.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Nobody loves
the one guy at work. This is my last story, and then we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Okay.
But the one guy. So the first time I shaved the beard in the way it is now, I shaved my beard to shave it like this. He looks at me, he goes, did you have a beard last week? I'm like, a bigger beard? But yes, I had a beard because that's what I shaved this down to. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up, folks.
All right. Tune in next time when we talk about our gray hairs.
No.
Potentially, we don't even know.
No,
we don't.
we don't.
We're going to talk about.
We don't know.
Talk about body hair,
No.
and we're going to talk about back knee. Next time on Stream of Consciousness podcast. Join us on Facebook, Yoo-Hoo, Fumble Bumble, Biddy Bop, and Tuzamawets. Like and subscribe.
Thank you.
See you
Good
next
night.
time. Bye.